We had a man named Andy on the show. And the show was entitled, I Lost 560 Pounds and I'm Sexier Than Ever, because Andy had just done that.
I started gaining weight when I was about 8 or 9 years old. As I kept eating and eating, I kept gaining and gaining. By the time I was 18, I weighed 287 pounds. I became a prisoner in my own body, surrounded by about 750 pounds.
Andy has lost 560 pounds. Now, as you can imagine, losing 560 pounds can do some pretty incredible things to your body, and Andy claimed that he had so much extra skin that he looked like a Shar-Pei dog. So we arranged for Andy to meet with a plastic surgeon in Florida by the name of Dr. Donald Revis. Take a look.
Morning, Maury. Here we are at the hospital, 5:30 in the morning. Wish you were here. Here we go.
Even though Andy was ready and excited for his surgery, he still had feelings of fear and anxiety.
Now you see it, and soon you won't. Ready? I was born ready.
All right.
Once in surgery, a team of doctors spent over 8 hours trimming away Andy's loose and excess skin.
Everything's progressing well, and Andy should be a new man when we're done.
Hey, Maury, it's Andy here in Miami. Remember me? Well, thanks to you, Dr. Revis, and Holy Cross Hospital, I've had my first set of surgeries. They took 26 pounds of skin off of me. This was me before, and look at me now. Once I'm done, I'm heading over to New York. I can't wait to show you the new buff Andy.
All right. Good for Andy. We'll be right back after this.
We have often seen how Magnum's Force can help people change their lives, but Kelvin's story really touched our hearts.
37-year-old Kelvin Smith has changed drastically over the past 2 years. He's knocked off more than half his body weight. Imagine that. Scaling down from an astonishing 734 pounds to a much improved 350 pounds.
That's hardly the only change in Kelvin's life. Diane Magnum is here now with an update.
Well, perhaps the biggest change in Kelvin Smith has been on the inside, going from a man who almost never left his apartment to a guy who almost never stays home. But now our social butterfly may be settling down after finding the girl of his dreams.
She like a bouquet of flowers. Sit there, look beautiful. She got a beautiful sense of humor. She get along with everybody.
Ah, yes, Kelvin is in love, and the lucky lady is 38-year-old Cheryl Martineau, who Kelvin met in a support group almost 2 years ago.
And I really wanted to meet him and get to know him.
She didn't know I was the guy on TV. And she came up to me and told me how great I was looking. And I said, you're a very beautiful person.
A beautiful person who has a lot in common with Kelvin. For starters, Cheryl's also a gastric bypass patient who, like Kelvin, gained a new life when she lost hundreds of pounds.
I felt so good. I wanted to get out and do things with my mom and go places with people. It was like a whole different life for me, you know. I felt so good inside.
And she feels even better when she's with her man.
We're 7 months, been together, and it's been a beautiful thing.
Beautiful enough to make Kelvin pop the question.
Nah. Oh, boy, you can put me in the spot here.
He gave me the ring and everything.
What'd you ask me?
Kelvin tried to keep it secret from us.
I'm taking the fifth outright.
But thanks to Cheryl, we got it out of him.
It was, I think, about 6 months ago.
But before Kelvin becomes a good husband, he wants to make sure he's a good-looking groom.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Good. I'm Dr. Revis.
Kelvin.
And that's where this man comes in, Dr. Don Revis, a double board-certified cosmetic surgeon who'll eventually be sculpting Kelvin's new body.
I think his greatest concern is around his abdomen. And I think probably what we'll do as a first stage operation is to do a lower body lift.
A procedure that requires making an incision around the entire lower body to tighten the stomach muscles. It sounds painful, but Dr. Revis assures Kelvin recovery time is faster for patients like him who've undergone a major weight loss surgery. Plus, Kelvin can lose up to 30 pounds of unwanted skin.
It enables them to come out of the shell and shed the last remnants of the person they formerly were.
And Kelvin's ready to take that next step with the love of his life by his side.
It'll be amazing. I can't wait to see it. You know, I'm very anxious to do it, and I gotta lose the rest of the weight, and I'm going to reach that goal.
And you know he will, but before that can happen, Kelvin has to get within 25 pounds of his goal weight. That's 215 pounds. He's a tall guy. And as always, we're going to keep you posted on his progress.
Does he have a target date he's working with?
Well, we'd like to see it happen within a year. Kelvin's been working hard, he's exercising, and he's eating well. We know it'll happen. It's just a matter of time.
It's great to see the transformation.
Happy to see love, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for the update.
Thanks, Kelvin.